Hey guys, sorry, I'm gonna take the time right here and try and hook up this thing. Wow, wow, actually got on there pretty good. Uh, had this lens on there last time. Put it on at the end of my live last time. People said they liked it. It's a wider angle lens. You can see a little bit of lens is right there in the corner. First, first, you got somebody right behind you. So, what do you guys think? Do you like this lens on there? I think it's pretty good. People, people last night, or not last night, night before, when I went live. What's up, Big Worm? I put this lens on. I said, this is the lens right here that I used to use on my, or tried on my camera that I used on the head cam and ended up messing it up. It was all blurry. I think it works here. It's nice. It's a lot wider. Like I said, I can stand right here. You can see more of it. Well, that's the good news. That's the good news. I got a wider angle lens for this thing. The bad news is I've been here for about 2 hours fishing this spot. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a little bit of a teaser in the title, let me tell you. Um, I had some encouragement just before I went live with the jig. Actually, I got one other bite in the first 2 hours on the bobblehead with the tube. Picked up, felt some weight, wasn't sure it was a fish, and all of a sudden I felt a little bit of a head movement. So I dropped the line a little bit, reeled in to see if I still felt him, and he was gone. So the tick or whatever I felt, the head move must have been him spitting it. But I just threw this on to play with it, and I caught myself about a 2 pounder. No, this is actually green pumpkin magic. It's actually green pumpkin with blue iridescent flake in it. And I got our swim flip craw in the Alabama color. It's kind of a bummer that I got that fish on a jig. Actually, now I can move this thing closer. I move this closer because I got a wider angle lens. It was, in fact, way the heck out there. Way, way, way out there. Yeah, I'm trying. Same jigs I just gave away. Well, same jigs that are in the giveaway. I haven't given them away yet. You can give another couple days. But I've tried everything in the freaking book on them. Everything non-active. I tried the Ned rig on them. I tried the drop shot on them. I tried the flicking on them. I tried the bubble in the tube on them. I tried the Carolina rig on them. And I got one bite. One bite on the bobblehead with the tube. And then I just decided I'll try the jig. I've caught them on this jig here before. I don't have my good color, the green pumpkin June bug. All the ones I made up, I've lost. And, I came here and forgot to make up more of them. So I only have this jig, and I think I have one more, but it's totally different color. I don't know if it's color they like in here. More of like a brown amber color. But hey, I caught one on this, and it was a good like 2 pounder. 2 hours of fishing. That was the first fish. So I've been here before, and I've caught them. Well, I've caught them really well in the middle of the day. Yeah, sorry. It's good. It should be good. I just went live there a couple days ago, and I caught a couple really good size olives. Then the wind switched up on me and pooped it out. You can always catch the rockfish there, always, unless it's really bad conditions. Unless there's a crosswind or a heavy swell, or these winds have been light. Got our first rains. Actually rained a little bit this morning. Actually rained yesterday. Yesterday morning, and then on and off during the day it rained a little bit. Oh no! Did you see that? Oh no! Oh my God! Did you see what that did? It came out there and it hit that branch and it went doop 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 doop. Now it's hanging, but it's wrapped around it like 30 times. I ain't getting this off. My one thing that got me a fish. Really, my first cast with it live. It is sitting there dangling. It ain't coming off. I'm gonna break it off and it's just gonna drop in the water. No, it drops off right before you get to it. Kind of shallow and there's a drop right there. It's gone. Dang it. Told you it's toast. Oh well. Hopefully that fish was the beginning and more will bite. It sucks. I've never had that happen. How many times have we been here? How many shows have I filmed here? And it just happened to come out just right. It just like it popped out and just swung and just went whoop, whoop. It went around it like 5 times. All right. Quick second here. I'm gonna get out the only other jig I have. Anyway, it's a different color. And I'm gonna at least try it. Dang it! Ah, oh, that's just a bummer, man. That's just like the worst thing ever, guys. That is just the worst luck ever. I'm gonna find another jig. I think I have one more in there. I think. I have one more jig, guys. A little bit better color than I thought. Sorry, I know I'm out of frame. But I'm trying to talk. While I'm out of frame, I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to let you know I'm still here. I didn't know I had this one. I have this one. It's another one I gave away to give away. It's basically like green pumpkin, amber chartreuse. But I have the wrong trailer on it. Wrong trailer. I have a different kind of craw trailer on it. So I'm going to put the good trailer on it. This one's with craw and green pumpkin. Check here, guys. I got to straighten this stuff. I got to straighten this stuff. Trying to keep everything trying to keep everything semi-organized while I'm here, because I know when I leave, I'm not going to leave until it's dark. Because I always go live till the very end. And I don't want to have to try and find everything and put everything in there. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to bite it off. And I don't like to spit. I don't like the litter, so I'm just going to swallow it. Actually, just kidding. Thread this thing on here. Thread this puppy on here. Hopefully there we go. Help if I tied it on the line. I was just getting ready to let go of it. I thought I already had it tied on. I've done that before. I remember one time I had one of my underspins, and I tied it on, and I clipped what I thought was the tag end, and evidently I clipped the line, not the tag end, and I went like this with my hand over the side of the boat and dropped it, and it wasn't attached to my rod. It wasn't attached to the line. I clipped the wrong line, so I dropped it, and it just went down the bottom of the water. And I just made it up specifically for that day to fish. I don't know. Little things, just not paying attention. Almost did it with the jig. Yeah, oops. All right, there we go. Same quarter ounce flipping jig, just different color. Oh my God. All right, it's all going to hell now, guys. Now I'm caught and I'm not even in the water. Over there. Look what I ended up doing. Caught it over line. Man, I'm so happy I caught a fish. I'm like, I'm gonna go live, and there something started hitting, and now I got mud all over me. Oh man, mud all over my nice new clean jacket. Yeah, right. I think what that was about is when I pulled on it really hard to snap it, it dug the line into itself. Hey, Cornford, I sent your thing out today. Hey, Eric. Yeah, Cornford, I sent out your shirt and the bait. Send it out. They said it should be there tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, great day to yeah, I know. Um, yeah, it's a great time to fish, but the fishing's been really slow for me at least. I was explaining to the other people on here, 2 hours, one bite on a bobblehead with the tube on it. And right before I went live, I actually caught one on the jig, about a 2 pounder. And then I threw it out and wrapped it around that branch and had to break it off. So after I found something they liked, after throwing everything at them for 2 hours, my second cast with it and my first cast live, I broke it off. That's fishing for you. Fish was out. He was more out. Let me see. Well, it's hard to tell on the camera, but he was way out. You go way out there, and there are some logs and stuff, but then it's flat before that. See how far I'm casting out there? I'm casting 20 miles. You guys liking the new lens? I said I know there's some of it right here, I think, on the edge, but I think it gives you a much better view of what's around me than the regular camera. See, I'm way out there and I'm just starting to hit what feels like some rock or there we go. So there's a bunch of trees and everything. This place flooded and we got obviously the creek's right here flowing in. So in storms, stuff like that, things wash in and they get deposited out there. So and it breaks up the current. The current's mostly on top. I hear somebody coming behind me. Current's mostly on top, but it will flow underneath some, so they want those breaks. And one of those things that'll break the current, create an eddy, calm spot. So I think that's where my first fish came from. It was right as it came up to the first logs. Like I said, one bite. I was getting worried I was getting worried for 2 hours in, and nothing. But I got that one on a jig. I said, this is the wrong color. It was a more subtle color. Keeping it away from that stupid tree. I said, it was that green pumpkin magic. And the bite was very soft. I just felt like a slight little tick. And I wasn't sure. And so I picked up on it and started pulling a little bit. I felt him swim with it, and I reeled down a little bit and set the hook, and I got it. So it was nice. Probably around 2 pounds. Fought really good. And yes, I have the. Have fun in Florida. I've been to Florida. I've never fished. I was there when I was a little kid. I fished in New Orleans. Watched a guy catch a bass on a blue worm. As I was saying, though, the bite was really subtle. I'd worry more about another hurricane than I would a freaking red tide. Yeah, but I said that. The bite was subtle. The one on a jig, I didn't even feel him bite. I'm using one of our flipping jigs. I'm going to use the spook right at the end. A little bit later on, but right now I got that one fish on this. The other fish hit the bobblehead on the tube. It's right on the bottom. So I've tried the Ned rig out here. I tried the flicking out here. I tried the drop shot. The Ned rig and the flicking, most of them anyway, I'm letting them go to the bottom when I work them. They're coming up. They're kind of drifting. Yeah. Should be able to. Those things are fun. Not what I've seen. They're a lot of fun. That's just a real bummer. I lost the jig. They got me the one hit. And it was the one jig that I caught a fish on here before. Right now I'm on line. Some line out there all day long. I've been catching it. Go a little more to the right. See if I can bring it into these logs that I did so good that one time when this was the honey hole. Well, both my bites have come to my left or to my right. I don't know, it's reversed, but that way. I mean, I still have the bobblehead, which got me a hit. So I put the bobblehead back on with the tube, which I've cut them on. The honey hole one, I cut a bunch at the end on it. Anyway, I've lost a good jig color. Yeah, I'll throw the spook later. I'll throw the spook right towards the end. Oh, there's those good logs. I got beer cans rolling at me. Wind picked up. I got a Madero rolling at me. I don't know. I think I tried the dropping craw here on the drop shot. I have some. I said I didn't get a bite. The only thing I got a bite on was the jig and the bobblehead. Both were similar baits, dragging right on the bottom and just crawling over the top of everything. A little bit different look than the drop shot and the flick in and the Ned rig. So I'm trying to go with what got me at least a fish right now. Although I'm using the wrong color. Wrong color because I lost the jig first guess on that stupid brand. I'm on that line again. Yeah, it's a way to test. You can see how far out. Most of my fishermen are way out there. Not just today, but in general when I'm here, they're way out. You gotta watch it when you go that way. Here you go. You gotta watch when you go that way because the current, anyway, you can see it's coming straight right here. For some reason, it turns and it goes that way. See it later on when I put the spook. I'll start working out there, and all of a sudden they'll start beelining it to the left. It seems like the current would just keep going straight out the middle, but doesn't. If it goes out for some reason, it turns. Oh, since I lost the good jig color, I might have to go back to the bobblehead and the tube. The bobblehead and the tube will get me something. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I don't know if you guys noticed. You probably can't see it, but my line is now sucked up against the edge. Put your line over. Just said he was fishing a. Wanted me to put on the creature on the drop shot. I don't know if that's what he's fishing right now. I just did another show back at Ubis. It was tough. The water's going down so quick. I don't even remember if I caught a fish. Well, I at least caught one so far. Got one. I know there's fish out there. I don't know. Every time I go back to that damn lake. Oh, I just had a bite, guys. Damn it. See, dropped it really quick. Thought it was on a log, but logs don't do that back at you. Something hit this color at least. He let it go really quick. See you, KRC. Pack for tomorrow. Pack for tomorrow. Yeah, they're hitting real subtle, guys. They're hitting real subtle. Felt that fish on there, and I was pretty sure that all I was going to have to do was go like that, wait to feel him and set the hook, but he was gone. He was done gone. $200-yard casts. report this. I'm gonna try the. I might try drop shot again. I'll try the drop shot with a little drop and crawl maybe. I've never fished Calero. Never fished Calero. I need to go there. I've been there once, but it was terrible conditions. It's like 30-mile-an-hour wind, white caps. I paid to get in. I went and looked around for a little bit. There's actually some stupid wakeboarder out there and all that wind. Right by the line, right by where you can fish, and so I just left. I actually think I went back to Chesbro. Back to Chesbro and hit out from the wind. There should be more fish on that. I was saying earlier, I've come here in the middle of the day and caught the crap out of them, and then nothing for the last hour and a half. I figure maybe it'll reverse. And since I wasn't getting anything earlier, they'll start hitting right now. It's always a gamble. One more tap on this thing. Well, when I go live, I don't really have a choice. I don't really have a choice. I can't just. When I have the camera on, I'm doing my shows a lot of times. I'm sure I will wander. But when I'm live. Oh, yeah, I finally made it. I finally made it over that 2 mark. Try to drop shot. Elvis has left the view. I'm going to try drop shot with this little thing. Somebody just mentioned a craw pattern. This is really the only thing I haven't tried on him. That's the way it goes. That's what shore fishing's about. You can't like start up the engine and go somewhere. Alrighty. I really haven't fished it. Here, unless you hike or whatever, there's only like one real spot you can fish. Right, let me see if this thing will get any interest out there. Throwing a little drop. It's our pocket craw. Little like 2-inch craw. It's hollow in the end. It's got some good action. I said my only bites come on the jig. So my only fish came out of jig. They're out there though. I know they're there. I've got one fish and a bite. They're not gonna leave this area. It's too good. Just gonna reorient. Last time I was here, they were just way, 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 way out there like they are today. I think they come in closer to this stuff, but I guess whatever's good to them is way out there. Tough conditions. Fall has not begun yet, guys. Getting there though. Getting there. Getting there. The water's now. Pinot's down to 69. The other lakes I've checked, they're like around 70. Fall's kind of the reverse of spring. So water gets down to around 65 and going towards 60 into the upper 50s. Just like when you get to pre-spawn, when it's coming the other way, getting 55, getting up to 60, going to 65. That's usually when those fish will get going for the fall. Which I said is usually around middle to the end of October. Depending on how the weather is, storms you get. Could be quicker, could be later, but usually that's about the time frame for a good fall. I still spook on this one instead of the other one. Save the jig. It's a good log right now. Good logs with nothing on them. Last time I was here, they were hitting. I got most fish on the 6-inch, like the old cut tail. Kind of thinking I might want to try that on here. Oh. Oh, it goes every time I go there. I'm going there about every 3 weeks, and every time I go there, it's like 5, 6 feet lower. Dropping the crap out of that place. I'm grabbing that worm I was talking about. I'm gonna try this one. I miss anything. Yeah, it always does. But Chesbro doesn't go down very much at all. I don't know what their deal is, why they're taking it all out of Ubis. But so one time while I was fishing there, I went down like, it dropped like 2 inches in the 6 hours I was there filming. That's a pretty quick drop. Pretty darn quick drop. Like a couple inches in 6 hours. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Pinot can get like that when those fish get out there in that middle. Out there on all that crappie and all that bait. It's amazing. And everybody still fishes around the edges. Don't get it. Nobody ventures out into the middle. There's a lot of stuff out there. This one's really pulling my line to the left right now. I'm already against the edge. I just found out something interesting too. You guys remember my old test pond? A lot of you that are newer to the channel probably don't remember my old test pond. It dried up in 2014 and 2015. Well, I just got some comments from a friend of mine. He said, not yesterday, the day before, he went and started flipping the reeds. He caught 3 bass. It's been 3 years, but it dried up completely. So I don't know, somebody must have stuck more bass in there. But I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go. Hopefully, if he's well, obviously he's not lying to me. He used to fish the pond with me before it dried up. emailed me. He goes, dude, there's bass back in Lock Pad, and I caught 3. So I'm gonna have to start doing some shows again at my old haunt, my old Lock Pad in the marina right by my house. I said, often from shore, the person who catches the most fish is the one that can cast the farthest out. You get a certain range that a lot of people cast to. And if you're able to cast better and get another like 15, 20 feet, 30 feet, that can, oftentimes from shore, that can make a huge difference. Might be something out there that's just a little further away than where everybody reaches. Nothing on the drop shot still. See, I haven't even been fishing this place a year. First time I came here was, oh yeah, they will. Don't worry. So that water's got to cool a little bit more. It's close. It's in a lot of places that are like around 70, 69. It starts getting nice at it. It's like the spring. Once it gets around 65, going towards the upper 50s, that's when I'll get going. That's when all the bait and everything else starts getting worried. Everything wants to feed up before winter because they know it's coming. That's the golden time. It's a lot later than people think. People think it starts in like, middle of September now. Usually middle of October. Middle of October into November. Unless, of course, you have a bunch of storms and things that just totally cool it down or dirty the water, everything really quick. Yeah, I've already tried that. I'm not in the current right here. I'm not in this, the main current here. Actually, most of them are this current. Actually, well, let me stand over here. This current goes like this, and then it turns this way, and it actually flows that way, right? That way. It seems like it would keep going straight out right here, but it doesn't. The main current is actually going to my left. So yeah, it's kind of an illusion here. See, if I throw out way out there, suddenly my line is going to be all the way this way. I don't know why it heads straight out and makes a left, but that's pretty much what this current does. I said you'll see in a little bit here. I'll throw in the spook and start working. I throw it way out there and start working it. Suddenly, it'll be going underneath these things. Don't know why. I think because the outflow is to the left. So I don't know. Maybe it just creates a stream, just pulls it that way or something. I don't know. It's weird. I think with how heavy it's coming in straight right there, it'd keep going straight. But it doesn't. It makes an abrupt left. Yeah, my drop shot is like way around the corner. I have a 3/16 out. It's not like I'm fishing like super light. Throw it out a little more to the right. Try to get away from that current. Yeah, this place, for some reason, this place isn't. I don't know. Maybe it'll have more in the fall, but I cannot get much here on the flicking, the wacky. I tried a wacky here, and I don't. For some reason, it's swear when I came here last year, I didn't come here till I think it was November. It was right before because it closes November 6th till April. And I didn't start coming here I think till the end of October. And I was catching them all where the water goes out, not where it comes in. So I'm gonna have to go there and test the outflow area. Yeah, did you do that? Yeah, it wasn't much of a rain to do anything though. And it was very warm, at least here in Monterey. It was very warm, muggy rain. I mean, everything got wet, had some puddles, but it's not gonna cause any runoff anywhere. And it was like I said, it was a warm rain, so yeah, most of these lakes around here have been slow. I mean, I just came back from the Delta; it was slow. It was extremely slow at the Delta. Yeah, and like the new lens I have on it. Nobody's been talking about the new lens. You can see the edge of it's right here. Yeah, it's a lot wider than it used to be. I mean, I'd take it off for you, but I forgot I had it because it messed up my other camera. And I went, oh wait, I can put it on this thing. That'd be cool. Yeah, well, the other one out there, the other branch that's under the water, used to be sticking up. Yeah, there's some rocks out there, by the way. The guy next to me just snagged. He snagged right in the current. Yeah, that's the big rocks right there. I don't know why I'm telling him that. He already knows that. Ripping lips. It's going a little slow. Going a little slow. Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know who was sticking around at the end when I actually put that lens on. I do know that when when I took it off, people were saying put it back on. So I figured I'd bring it here and test it on it. These fish do not want to drop shot, guys. I've tried the drop and stick on it. I've tried the cut tail worm on it, a couple different colors. Uh, well, I threw it a couple times with that craw, but usually right away you can tell. I mean, usually when I first come here, yeah, because they can't catch bass right now. Everybody always switches to what's the easiest to catch. Well, yeah, because they can't catch them. I'm surprised they even do bass videos all summer because it's usually harder to catch them. You wait till spring though. I bet you they're all going to be doing bass videos again. Yeah, they all switch salmon. Most of them switch to hunting, and then a little bit here, all of them will do ice fishing. That's the way it goes. Oh, I got a bite. Really? Where at? Where'd you get the 4.5 at? Not a salmon. Didn't stick a salmon that big? I mean, you guys know how YouTube goes. It's all trends. I don't play the game. You remember Nice. You notice how suddenly everyone was doing finding new water on Google Maps? So one person starts it and it gets a lot of views, and suddenly everybody's doing finding new water on Google Maps. I actually did one, and I'm going to be titling it "Finding New Water on Google Maps." But it's not new, like new water. It's a new area of a place that I've never fished. Because I actually tried to find some new water, and I started walking that way. I went on the trail, and I didn't know where I was going, so I gave up and just went back to where I usually fish. This time I got Google Maps out and checked it out and looked and went, oh, I was heading in the right direction. I just need to go like another 200 yards. Catch and cook, oh yeah, catch and cook, that's huge. I'm going to try and do one maybe for the rockfish. So it's just hard for me because I don't eat fish, so. But I have friends that eat them and cook them. Well, and all the challenges they used to do. All the like gummy worms and the Barbie poles, and now the new one. One of the new ones too is having somebody else pick your baits. Have your baits be picked by a Tyrannosaurus Rex or your dog. There's that. Who's talking about that log, that stick right there? It used to stick out. It doesn't stick out anymore. you know, you need to write a book, history of trends on fishing channels. History of trends. What was the hot video in 2016? Going back to the jig. Yeah, I did show that. You mean the pond on your way up before you get there? The one you're talking about, the one on the way up. It's in the county part. Survival theme, yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos of everyone surviving for 4 days and 5 days. Or trying to show you how to survive if something happens. It's all a game. It's all a game. Remember, originally giveaways was hot. Giveaways were the big thing back in before that, I think 2015. Everybody did their giveaways. Unboxing was popular for a long time. Product reviews or showing everybody all the gear you use. It all comes around and goes around. Creek panfish, nice. I have some. Yeah. You got to do what's popular, That's the way they keep it going. These ones here, these close November 16th. November 16th. November 16th through April, last weekend in April. Remember, I thought it was the third weekend in April, and I got a bunch of crap from comments from people saying, it's the third weekend, or it's the last weekend, not the third weekend. Sometimes there's only 3 weekends, sometimes there's 4. But anyway, you got a while. I watch this stuff. I don't know him personally. Most of those people, if I comment on them, they'll usually comment back. We gotta remember, a lot of these guys that are on here, Yeah, remember, guys, a lot of these guys that are on here now that are probably like even John B. and Flair, NAP, Lunkers, all that. I've been on way longer than all of them. A lot of them watched my stuff back in like 2009 when I first came back here and started uploading more consistently. Mostly my tips and tricks and that. But yeah, they were going. Hello, back again. I see. Yeah, we're just discussing trends on YouTube. Discussing YouTube trends over the last few years. Survival, cooking. I'm throwing a jig right now. I'm throwing our flipping jig, the one I'm giving away. One of the ones I'm giving away. Some of the chartreuse, amber, green pumpkin. It's got some green flake in it. With the swim flip crawl sitting on there and a green pumpkin. Yeah, but the one that got the bite was the magic craw with the Alabama craw trailer on. The Alabama craw with the orange in it. The green pumpkin, darker orange. That was the one I used when I did the show here. If you go back on my channel. Yeah, if you go back to my channel, there's a show where I came here for the opening. And we're flipping on the other side where the creek flows into the other lake. And all I was getting on was that Alabama, just with the bobblehead, just on its own, no skirt or anything. I seem to like that Alabama color. And the Magic Craw it's basically green pumpkin, but it's got iridescent blue flakes in it. Neon, lighter blue flake. And now it's sitting right there. If you want to come here and put on some goggles and wade out in that like 2 foot of water right there, a jig sitting right there. You can actually go back into the. Yeah, you can go back earlier on my live feed and you can see exactly where the jig dropped. I'm not going to go get it. Someone told me to wade in, but I wasn't going to wade in. I just broke it off. The way the fishing is continuing, I think I should have waded in and got it. I won't bite on this jig, but they're just not. I don't know. I'm gonna try to spook in a second here. Got a guy behind me. I can be able to see him from this angle. All right. This guy behind me training his dog. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I can't really. I can sort of. Ah, sorry. Lens. The camera lens is right on the little button for changing it. That's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be annoying when I do a video where I need to go back and forth with the cameras. But I can just not put that lens on. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to spook. I'm gonna try the Zara spook now. I'm gonna put it on this rod. As you can see what I have on this rod. Come around the tree. That's what I was throwing on it. The very popular for me watermelon red chartreuse laminate. For some reason, at least this part of this lake, I don't like it wacky. I don't know why. I haven't done very well on wacky on here at all. Nothing. Nothing much. Alrighty. Put this old Super Spook Junior on. Work it out there in the current. Last time I was here, I saw a guy. He caught one out there on top. Yeah. Well, maybe you'll win them if you're entered in the giveaway. I'm giving away 5 of them. No, 7 of them. 7? I think 7 of them. I think I was going to do 5. Not up to the 7. Yeah, they're really good 1/4 ounce jig. Wait, what? Sorry. Oh, this is Coyote Creek Lakes. It's right next to, right here behind me, if you look, that freeway, that's the 101. That's the 101 right before Morgan Hill. I did saw a guy get one out there. I don't know if they're going to be too into it. I'm missing these. Yeah, right at the base of the mountains, there's a freeway. Distracting my damn bait. Way the hell out in no man's land. Way the heck out there. I probably can't see my bait. Right about now, it's starting to go to the left. Once it gets in there, it starts hitting that current. Really good. I actually put my line in the tree. Put my line in the tree. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it where it is right now, but suddenly starts going this way. You have to keep watch. You throw it out there too far, it'll suck it all the way around the corner. Thanks. It's hard with that water. I usually listen to this thing so I know I'm working it right. See where I cast it, now where it's coming in. Sucks way over there. I don't think anything's going on the top right now, guys. So there actually ain't much going on at the bottom either. Not much on top, not much on the bottom. That sounds spooky. No, there's just the rattling in it. So I haven't fished this thing for like since 1980. 1983, I think is when I first started fishing the spook. But there's just I don't know. There's just a sound. These have rattling original spook. They're silent, but There's just a sound to them that you can hear. So even way out there, if you can't really see it, you can still hear it. So you know that you're giving it that like perfect, nice back and forth snaky action. But right now, I got the creek there. Yeah. Well, Halloween is coming up. Yeah, right now, when I have it out there, I can't really see it. And because the creek's really loud and the wind's going through these trees, I can't hear it either. So I don't even know if I'm working it right. All right, let me try it a little bit. Oh, let me try it off that way. Let me try it across the Should be a really good topwater lake. It's so clear. Like 5, 6 foot visibility. Working it right into the current now. Looks nice and alive in there. Nothing seems to want to come up with it. Give her a go for a little bit. You can actually go. Can you go with the bobblehead with the tube? Bobblehead with the tube. No, I'm not with the tube. So I got this hooked up on the bobblehead. Usually, I take a Marks a Lot and make them black. I got a bunch of them for Delta. I Marks a Lot like 5 of them or 3 of them or something. And the one I ended up losing it earlier. So I actually have to go unpaint it, but I don't think it really matters. Those fish will just think it's got a shiny tail. It's like, ooh, look, he's got a shiny tail. I was gonna. I tried them. I tried the Ned rig for about 30 minutes. Never got a bite. Since I switched to that, I got some of those new heads. Uh, I haven't been able to find a fish on a Ned rig. I don't think it's a head. They're pretty much the same exact thing as the shroom's head. It's just the ones I'm getting a hold of have a mustad hook on them. So it's a little more durable than the stupid. Let me try that on, guys. I'm gonna try that on them. It just has a hopefully a stronger hook that's not so mushy like the ones on the shroom heads, the Z-Man one. These hooks are so freaking soft, man. Mine have a number 4 in them. I think the one I use is a number 4. Shroom's head one, but it's so soft. You get snagged on something and you go to get it off. You're like, oh, I got it out. You're bringing in the freaking hook straight. Oh, it's great bait. It was a great bait. It's a great bait all summer since I started using it. But now we're getting into fall. I don't know. For me, it's just, I just can't get much on it. Oh. You saw that one. I slowed down. I almost wrapped it around that again. Yeah, Ned was great. Seen you catch a lot of big 4-pounders at a Pinot. My first fish I ever caught on it was the one in my thumbnail at Persona. That one's like heavy 3.5, 3.75. Seems like it'd be working right now, but I threw it all over the place out here. All over the place before I went live, and I never got a bite on it. Never got a bite on it, never got a bite on anything with the jig. Oh, and this bobblehead with the tube on it. Usually this lake's always cold, so I think in the middle of summer I checked the current flowing in one time. It was 67 degrees. So I don't think this lake's gonna get much warmer. No, I actually got gas on the way here. Almost thought about it though. Would have paid 40 cents less a gallon. Paid like almost $4. Almost $4 a gallon, like $3.77 a gallon. Yeah, it ain't nothing going on. Not having much luck since my bad luck at the tournament. Even the rockfish were kind of poopy on me. Just been south. I had such a good day one at the tournament, and after that, it's just everything went wrong. Of course, it's this. I mean, I did that creek live when I found the delta, and this is the only time I've bass fished since then. But at least I caught one. At least I caught a 2-pounder. I still have time right now. I almost felt like a fish, but it was a branch. Is that a fish? I think this might be a fish. If it is, he's still swimming with it. I don't know if that was fish or what that was. I felt a couple ticky ticks. Trying to see, this is brand new. I don't see if there's any. I don't see any bite marks. Oh, there's a weird tick on it. I don't think so. Might have been. I just pulled on it too long. Should just set the hook. Yeah, I felt something. I felt weight, and I pulled over, and I felt a couple sharp ticks, but it felt like I was just hitting a branch. But then after that, it was all weight when I kept pulling on it like that. I was expecting it to. A lot of times you feel that weight when you're here. You feel the weight, and you keep pulling on it, all of a sudden your line cuts through the current, and you end up finding out you're snagged. Like, I was thinking that's what it was, but it might have been fish. Or it might have been somebody else's line I was pulling. So there's a guy's still behind me training his dog. Yeah, it was subtle bites. See that? It's feeling the weight. It's caught on that log out there. If you guys, I can't turn around. The guy's dog just launched like 20 feet off the thing into the water. This is a golden retriever training ground. People bring their dogs here and train them for the hunting season. They seem to like to go to that spot back there. Come on, fish. This is like a perfect meal for you. Nice soft-shelled crawdad slithering over the logs out there. All innocent and food looking. Oh, really do not understand. No. Well, I caught one. Caught one before I went live. After 2 hours with one bite. Caught one about 10 minutes before I was planning to go live. Gave me some hope. Then I threw the jig out first cast, wrapped it around that freaking branch right there, the V one, and had to break it off. So never got to see if that jig was the deal. Right now I'm fishing the Alabama craw trailer that I had on that jig. I'm just working it on its own on the bottom. It felt like I might have just had one swimming with it, but it was hard to tell. Hard to tell if it was a fish or not. Just waiting for a good thumb. I fished the second one once, and well, this is the second one. I fished the first one on that one show where I went across the creek, and I have a show coming up where I fished the last one. But the third one, I don't think I've really ever, except the beginning of it right there where the creek flows into it, where it flows out of this one. I've caught him. I fished there, but I just found out that you can go all the way around that end on the other side of pond number 3. I never knew that was there. These fish are just being, I don't know what's up. So last year when I first came here, in the end of October, I found them in the outflow, not in the inflow. So I don't know if this is a spot they hang out more in the middle of summer, and then maybe in the fall they go over there where the water's being pulled out. Maybe it's warmer water over there. Is this being pulled out of the body of the water, and this is colder coming in? So it starts to get into the fall, maybe. Oh no! Oh good, I got off. Why did my jig do that? So I don't know. I'm gonna have to go over there and try the outlet in a future show. Either a future show or a future live. I'll go over and try the outlet. Got about what, a little over a month. Yeah, I know. It's 36 cents. I think it's 36 cents per gallon. I just noticed the other day when I was looking at the pump, it has it right on the pump. Federal excise tax and state excise tax. It's 18 cents for federal and 36 cents a gallon for California. Yeah, that's like what, 36 and 18, so 46. Like 50 something cents a gallon is tax. Well, there's other taxes to it too, not just the excise tax, isn't it? Yeah, G. Thomas was hoping for a spook bite. They ain't no bite. They ain't a spook bite. They ain't a jig bite. They ain't a drop shot bite. I don't know. I didn't run anything else through them. I didn't run a rattle trap or anything like that. But this is a pretty used and abused spot, trust me. Used and abused, everybody comes and sits right here. Throws all kinds of crankbaits and rattle traps and whopper ploppers, all these spinner baits and bladed jigs and normal jigs, just everything under the sun, I'm sure. I can almost always catch more than one. Yeah. I said it's the first time I noticed it. I was pumping gas. It was written right there. I'm like, Jesus, 36 cents? That's a big tax. Per gallon. I might have to take these things off soon, guys. Now I can see. I'm like, man, it's getting really dark. Oh, yeah. I still have my sunglasses on. Well, this place is following along with every other lake I've been fishing lately, guys. They're all just slowing down. Need a good storm. Need some like a cold front, some wind, something to get them nervous. Something to get them scared, knowing winter's coming. And I thought for sure I'd get some bites on this thing. Somebody said craw, Chad. Try a craw. Try a craw. I'm trying to craw. I'm trying to craw. No, even Pinot's slow right now. Pinot's really slow right now. Chris has been going out in his boat. He said he's been 2 fishing a day. 2 fishing a day. Oh, yeah. He said it was kind of brown. What I want to know is who gets that 1/10 of a cent of a gallon? That adds up over time. And on another note, why is gas 9/10 of a cent? There's nothing else. It's not like 1999 and 9/10 or 1/10 or 9/10 or that's 1/10. Oh, here's that line, guys. So there's line out there. I keep getting snagged on. Right? I mean, is it just me, or they're making? You can't go in and ask them for your 1/10 of a cent. What's that? That means every 10 gallons is a penny, right? Every 10 gallons is a penny. So how many gallons do they sell? It adds up. Wish I could do that. Wish I could charge 9/10 of a cent on my stuff. New baits. I don't know. I never researched to figure out how the hell it came to how it's 9/10 of a cent. How can that be? Where'd it come from? Do we have a 1/10 penny? Shillings? I don't know. I don't know how it came about. I said if you look at the volume, it adds up. Wonder how much it actually comes to a year. Be interesting to do the calculation. It'd be pretty easy. figure out how many gallons of gas it's sold in a year, and then do the math. I think it was that one. That was that jig. That jig was the deal. It's a magic craw. They wanted the magic craw. I have that other jig still, but I've got so many fish on this bobblehead with just the craw on it. Flipping it pinot, throwing it out. I think the first time I ever threw it on the bobblehead at pinot on my old boat, I got 16 fish on it. And I wasn't even flipping it. I was just casting it out and reeling it out over the logs and stuff. Evidently, it don't work here. Don't work now. I don't know where they are. I don't know if they've headed further out. Last time I was here, and most of the times, I get them way, 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 way out. I mean, they'd be sitting way out there, something on the edge of that current. There might be something out there that's structure or something that they sit on. Structure they sit in, or a hole, or a drop, or something. This is definitely the slowest I've had it here. Last time I came here and went live, one right in the beginning. But I think I caught like 14 for the day or something, like 10 or something like that. Not only one. It's not only that, it's just a lack of bites too. Usually I can put on that drop shot or that Ned rig and at least catch little ones. Or get bites. But I didn't even bite on the drop shot today. Or nothing but the jig. Or the one on the bobblehead with the tube. Just nothing other than that. It's really weird. When you get right here like this, I'm starting to feel this spongy pressure. I don't know, most places it's free. Most places they have all, like back in like Carolina and Florida, it's like it's all free launches. A bunch of public ones, you just pull up and you're in. I think other than the ocean here, some of our ocean ones are free. I mean, you have to pay for parking, but launch is free. Around here, no, our gas is the most expensive in the country, isn't it? Pretty sure California has the most expensive gas in the whole country, except maybe I don't know, Hawaii. I don't know. Hawaii's an island, but it comes over by ship, so it'd probably be easy to drop it off. Still look like it's 2 in the afternoon here. I like whoever it was yesterday, not yesterday, the day before when I was at the pier, about this time and how bright this thing is. His comment was, "What the heck? I live in Modesto. It's dark here." Well, it's pretty dark here. This camera's just got a really good low light. I'll grab the spook one more time. Grab the spook one more time. out of the picture, but I'm putting stuff away. It's getting dark. Oh, wait. It's getting dark. I don't have a flashlight. Where's the spook? Sorry for that interlude, but try to spook one last time. What the heck? Perfect time. And I can hear it now. I can hear it. I know I'm working it right. I don't have anything that glows. Should have got that guy from the out to sea has the ones that glow. It's really depressing fishing these days. I find a lake that's got a bite going. Of course, all my upcoming shows have lots of fish in them. That's because they're all older. They're older shows. Nothing wants to come up and play. I can hear it working. I know it's working right. Problem is, I have too light of line on this pole. I usually work the spook with 17-pound mono. I want the mono because it's bigger diameter it floats, so it stays on the top more. Fishing this, and this line's thinner, and that current's catching it's kind of sinking it, so it's pulling the spook down. 17-pound, thicker diameter float, it'll stay on top better. It doesn't get in the way when you're working, it doesn't pull, it stays up, so you can just work it perfectly right on top. Mono floats. Well, I have no idea what's going on with them. How's the fishing? I mean, how's the casting practice? It's pretty much what it's been. How long have I been on? 128. Fished for about 2.5 hours before I went live. So yeah, about 4 hours of casting practice. That's what today's been. That's what today's been. 4.5 hours of casting practice. One last cast with the bobblehead. It's starting to get dark. Even my camera, it's getting dark. No, I caught one fish. Caught one fish right before I went live. Gave me some hope. And I think before that I had one other bite. Pretty much this whole time I've been live for like an hour and a half now. I think I had one little bite on the jig. They're not there yet. When they start adjusting to the weather, that's when they'll start going nuts. It's been a pretty slow cool right now. It's slow, constantly, just slowly. So Most of them are like 69, 70, 71 right now, surface, or do they call them? As I was saying earlier, it's like spring. It's just like spring well, it's in reverse because the water's getting cooler instead of getting warmer. But it's pretty much the same thing. Once it gets around 65, it starts heading towards 60 into the upper 50s, and that's when they'll get going. So it's just like in the spring, pre-spawn, once it gets above 55, up to around like 56, 57, they start going. And then they start going, and when it gets into 60, and then around 62 and all that, then they start getting on the nest. I did a tips and tricks, or I think I did Bowsy Bites a long time ago. It's the reverse. Same temperature, 65 is still key. It's just the fact the water's going colder instead of warmer. Oh, so thought that was a fish, guys. Did I say one more cast? I thought I said one more try. Either way, you guys can feel what I'm feeling down there. There's such good rock down there, such good structures coming over. But it just ain't there right now. Yeah, I said they need an urgency. They need that urgency to start feeding up for winter. It ain't there yet. Freaking 70, 69, that's nothing to them. That's not cold. They still got their energy. There's still food everywhere. They're waiting for that urgency. Like I said, a couple storms. On that line, I'm feeling spongy weight again. Yeah, some line out there they keep bringing in. Geese are coming. Can you hear them? Probably see them. They're all right in front of me. I don't know if you can see them or not. It's too dark. I don't know where they came. Oh, there's a bat in front of me too. He just hit my line. I guess that means it's go time, guys. The bat's coming out. You can't even see me. I don't want to be out here too dark. Incoming birds and bats flying everywhere. All right, guys. I know you can't really. Nope, doesn't work. Before I used to do that, and it would get lighter. That's a sign you leave. Something making gnawing sounds in that tree too, like it's like chewing on it. I don't know what comes out here at night. All right, guys. Hey, wow, there's 11 of you on here. Thanks, guys. Sorry, it's dark silhouette me, but yeah, you guys like it. I'm gonna keep the lens for on here. It's gonna be fun. I think it helps a lot because I mean I'm standing right in front of you. You can almost see my whole hands. Yeah, actually, that one fish today. At least I caught one. It's the first fish I've caught since the Delta. Since the first day of the term of the Delta. Because the second day of the Delta, I didn't catch a thing. I have one single fish. And since then, I just can't catch fish. I lost my mojo because of the Delta FLW tournament. But thanks a lot. I don't know when I'm going live again. Probably sometime next week. I think I have another good video coming up tomorrow for you guys. A little bait challenge I did for myself. Speaking of trending stuff. And yeah, so that bunch I have like 15 shows still. I'm trying to get them out, trying to get them up. Man, I'm gonna get freaking eaten by freaking geese here soon. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks. Glad you guys like the lens. I think it's great. I'll do the giveaway. So I might do it tomorrow, maybe Saturday, Sunday. I will come up and uh, announce all the winner of the custom jig giveaway, and then I have something for October, but I didn't get any goodies because I felt that was so bad. I was so thrown off by stuff that happened there that I didn't get any goodies. But I still have my own baits and a bunch of other stuff to give away, so there'll be a good giveaway coming in October. And I think I need to pop up and do a quick little giveaway real soon. But I'm out of here, guys. I'm worried about walking out of here with it this dark. There's like mountain lions, they said, to hang out here. But hopefully I live. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.